90 minutes here at Zavaya Sports Stadium.
Yeah, my 90 minutes wasn't bad because it wasn't bad because we had a point that will push us ahead of others in the ongoing Premier League. In fact, it has been a wonderful game. I'm sure Kumasi people will have enjoyed this match and will wish that we come to play matches here anytime soon.
Right. There were instances where you were not happy with some of the decisions with the referee. At some point, you had a few words to share with him. Were you frustrated?
No, it was the fourth referee. I was just drawing his attention to certain issues. I wasn't unhappy, but I was only drawing his attention that we should work this because it happened to us. And they waived it, but when it happened for Kotoko, they took it. So that was what I was addressing. I wasn't unhappy with. I wasn't all that. How do I say?
Upset.
Yeah, something with yes.
Right. Questions for Coach. Please, your name, media house.
Yeah, Coach, congrats for point one. Coach, in your game, we saw that George Amun, your holding midfielder, was tormenting Kotoko's midfield. Then we saw that you've shifted him to the right wing. Why that decision?
Yeah, the one who came in is a central midfielder. He doesn't play the wing midfield. So therefore, Amono is somebody who does those jobs. He can play both left and right midfield. So that's why I push him there. He can play many multiple roles on the field. Yeah. And then again, you congratulated me. Drawing with Kotoko and congratulating. I should have won the match.
Really?
Yes. I should have. You saw it. I should have won the match.
Thank you, Coach. My name is Asante Kotoko. How do you blame your draw on lack wasn't on your side, inexperience, lack of cohesion, or what?
So I wouldn't blame anybody. It was a game. We scored and they equalized. There wasn't any problem.
Not even lack.
No. We just allowed that. You can speak if you want to speak. Yes.
Yeah. My name is Morris. I'm very glad I see. The players know performance from 1 to 10.
I don't grade my players. I know they have performed well to my expectations. I don't grade them.
Yeah, Coach, you suffered one of a bad injury concerning one of your strikers. Can you update us the situation there?
Well, it's just a cut on the eyelid, but the blood was still coming, so he couldn't have sustained in the game. We have to bring him out.
Last one.
So, actually, next game, when you go to do this, what are you saying?
Never show. I don't have one man. Never show you.
Okay, Baba, last one.
Baba is a party coach. How do you see the team? This is a new team. Recently, when you as personally playing against Kotoko find it difficult.
You see, this is an argumentative question. My team, do you know my team? I have only 4 old players in the team, 7 new players that played this match, started. 7 new players. You understand? So where lies that the issue of new players, new team? If your team is not playing, it's not playing. If they are playing, they are playing. Yes. So that's why I said this is an argumentative something. I don't have to talk about my colleague coach, but I know what I've done with my team. Yes.
Thank you so much, Coach, for coming. Say what to say, but I think you are disappointed, but with the way it was going and when Baba rescued a point for us, you will take this point and we move on to Karela United, I guess.
Yes. I think it was just about the scoreline. We created so many obvious goal scoring opportunities. I'm sure some of the chances we missed, some of you probably jumped thinking that it was in the net. So in terms of performance, I think the gentlemen did well. We created so many chances. But then the ultimate is to score. are two phases to it. Did we do well on the field in terms of creativity, in terms of playing style? If we did well, then I think the future is brighter. We only have to try as much as possible to convert our chances, both at home and away.
Right, before my colleagues come in, I would want you to watch this and then you tell me your impressions about this incident.
The ultimate lies on the referee, so I don't want to comment about it.
Okay. Your name in the house, please.
Coach, I reply from TV, in a few minutes, Bernard showed one, and Mabaya lasted. How would you describe them? Were you happy with the performance? And will you conclude that the officials denied Kotoko the
Let me use the backdoor approach. For the officiating officials, as I said, I don't want to comment on it. It's up to you. You all saw it. So your interpretation, I think when you get a medium, you express it. As a coach, I just want to be silent on it. So yeah, I think they did well. When you are a substitute, you observe proceedings, and then you try to come and do what those who were in couldn't do. And I'm sure these two guys came in and did that. For Sumwa, we all saw how he played. I mean, he played very well. Babaya too, very well. We have to sacrifice a right back, a defender, try and go on a third back, so that we add more men up front, because we had already taken control of the middle of the park, the north road. We only needed that extra player to be in between, to add up to Mukwala there, and to be in between the pivot one and the two center backs. And when Bernard came in, that was exactly what happened. So kudos to the two of them. There's more room for them to do better than they did.
Yes, Coach, very simple question is, how do you describe your men? Looking at others out of the view that it seems you are just experimenting some of your tactics from Heart of Lions, BBNE, and today too. So
before you continue, we are not experimenting. The style is there. Did you see any confusion, or did you see any discomfort in the players in terms of, playing out from the back, consolidating possession in the middle of the park, and then going up front? From Heart of Lions, we play the same way. BBNE, we changed just the formation, and they were able to adapt. You saw how we played. So what you are talking about, what you are talking about, I'm not seeing it. We are not experimenting. It's a start. You saw it. It was solid right from the beginning of the whistle to the end. Did we change? We didn't. So where is the experimentation? It's the players. They are all capable. So what they do at training, and depending on the upcoming game, we select players to come and play. That's all.
So what is the Kotoko lacking now?
Kotoko lacking. We just have to put the ball in the net. Finish.
Sorry. Coach, good evening. Better luck, because you like Brady said, it was a game you nearly won. But my question, it seems your last answer to your submission lately, it seems to answer my question. I wanted to ask, in your last 3 games, you keep changing the lineup. Is it because of injuries, or you are yet to find your starting lineup for games? That's why you keep changing them.
Yeah, everybody is competent. That's the reason. Everybody is competent. So everybody has an equal and low chance of being selected to play, depending on their performance at training and depending on the tactical approach of the upcoming game. So everybody is capable, and it tells you that there's depth to the team. So if, for instance, today 6 new players started, and look at the way they play, it's a good signal.
Yes, Coach. I want to pray against you for this one. Your first in Asante Kotoko, your first 3 games, you won all. This time around, your first 3 games, you picked just 2 points. The last time Kotoko picked 2 points in that first 3 games was in 2016. Okay. What else are you going to do in order for Asante Kotoko going forward? Are they in one way or the other going for a top 4? What you
just put the ball in the net, that's all. In terms of performance, you saw it.
It was quite good in my perspective.
We just have to put the ball in the net, that's all.
Coach, I've watched all your 3 games. from the first game to the beginning and today, it seems your middle is the problem of the team. Looking at the way you set up your team. The last time at the beginning, Sheriff came in and we saw some changes, and today the same thing. Why you always keep him on the bench?
Can you tell me the issue in the middle of the match? Because he just left it, so I cannot think for you. So
because
you have to give me the tactical orientation that you think is the challenge.
Because I normally see Andrews always lose the ball so simple in the middle, and he's the heart of the middle. So normally when you lose possession like that, it always creates problem for the team.
I don't think so.
The first game, I'm coming. In the first game, Sheriff was playing the same role, and I think he was far better than what I've seen in the last 2 matches of Andrews.
Yeah, I don't think Andrews easily loses possession of the ball. I don't think so. It's the way you are seeing it. You are used to a particular player, and you are expecting him to be playing. But the issue is, it's about who can play at that moment. And today he did well. Sheriff is a good player. We all know his capability. He's been able to live up to expectation. With time, if we need to, we have to introduce him. We'll introduce him. And as I said, everybody has an equal and unique chance of being selected.
Coach, my name is Karela of New Mercury in 1.5 FM. Coach, my issue here is in your setup. We've not seen Sheriff Mohammed yet. Sheriff Mohammed, the defender. So thank you.
He's injured.
He's injured. Okay. My issue was that in 2 games, your team has let first goal in the beginning. You considered first, and today too you considered first. So how are you working on that in your next game? So that you'll be able to hold on, so that your team will not concede first before you come back.
Yeah, if you look at the goal we conceded, I mean, he had the chance to defend. I mean, but it was an error. It wasn't something that, I mean, should have happened, but it has happened. If you look at the goal we considered at the beginning, Owusu just came in from nowhere, glided the ball. It's all about trying to keep your orientation with respect to protecting the ball and avoiding the player. So those are the basic things. This one, the video will be there. We do video analysis and we look at it. So we work on it.
Coach, good evening. My name is Lawrence, Focus FM. Can you please tell us something about Asante Kotoko? What happened?
He had cramps. Cramps, hamstring, both thighs. Yeah. And I commend him for that. The moment he felt it, he gave the signal. And that's how I've made them to understand. It's better to keep you for the future than to you keeping the injury and losing you for the future. So I even commended him when I entered the dressing room that he gave the signal quick for him to be substituted.
Right, last one for Coach.
Coach, I'm sure you agree with me that in our Ghana Premier League, it becomes simple for you to win the league if you are able to win games at your home grounds. Kotoko last season struggled winning games here.
7 games without a
and since it has started again this season, what are you going to do to help change the things around?
Put the ball in the net, that's all.
What team done from last season? Unfortunately, 7 home games are with 19 winning. As the leader of the team, then our only players, especially new ones, or some of them may not be able to hold the pressure. I'm going to get you in who has a leader, then discussion with players, or have they there.
So, a lot of guys, said who you knew. In terms of experience, a lot of them are interested Premier League. So playing in this big club, it takes a lot. The only thing I positive or a team energy, and they say day in day out and every match you improving because okay first game against Mount of Lions and they need to create chances, but you could be it may create but you to me and to the even you share by you say a lot of chances and that's a repeat it may a lot of chances when you go back to and they are very happy and badly for us. So let me say you show you and you know say as time goes on with the supporters, how I'm more encouraging you say upcoming games, so things as a started the ball into the team one, everything will change.
Dan lad, my name is Prosper or TV. Pressure about my team no one results number. When you say Kotoko there, the results then come back. Pressure about players in this one.
The way to me, I say, even though like I say, who's a young kasa as a playing body, one kasa say every day is the job. The about 3 games, the Indian bonus like a cry. So in terms of that, in crown, like your own high because what you salary and check to see that's bonus. Oh, when we are talking, these are the staffs to motivate us. And the big fire share in terms of bonuses, say that it's me winning 3 games in a row, we have a special bonus and stuff. So what you say when we are talking, Charlie, like Sanyama SAT in. I understand the game a lot because my chance me we share. And when Sabudin come, say that is how football is. Sometimes it's good say the chances will come. It mean that manage even though me I'm winning game, but we have chances like how I used to from afar, connectable. Which means it's a lack and start to say a bar, that's how those now 2-1. I think so. In terms of pressure, you're paying for the coaches, they try to help us in terms of say psychological aspects, maybe a casa, or phone kakra.
Captain from Asante Kotoko. 3 matches, no far. 1 day on a match, catches with it. 2, you still have the beliefs and believe in this match.
Yes, the kind, see them see kind, heartbreaking for them. Say, Ombesi Amadaji, na Maba, na Yalusi game, and we know say they believe in us because sometimes comments are free, the supporters be on the shade crime doing. Which means say last season come over and we are used to home games. They have matches cry, home games, spectators and supporters they see. But the way you see in Christ or Musu, Egusu ATH, the country of Mr. Omunkos no support here, no farm pipe entire because we are, I think, saying pipe pan here. Sinamia, I can say, Nema Eco, yes, you're 100% sure. Phineas started 3 games. Last year, they put it last season, Media didn't start well, but at the end of the day, even though we don't want to compare ourselves to other teams. We have that strong beliefs. If we win 3 games in a row, everything will change.
So last,
prayer back on one say prayer from Okosu so we are doing say error and say how do this say prayer that from prayer how soon more
okay thank you the thing is say the obiani wa no ma wetin watching and many a lot of players senior players I did come we say new players but say they don't know the culture I would team them sometimes waiting there but the effort, even after sometimes,
that's kind of the last one. You have this speaking.
And again, to add up to that, the pressure was on them. And we had the opportunity to restart. And when Odahocha, it gives the opponent the opportunity to reorganize. And we wanted to take advantage of their disorganization and do a quick start. That was why he went there.
So it's kind of the last one.
Coach, from coaching perspective, he keeps saying that he's satisfied with the results of your team. Only the team playing body.
The result is
performance.
Result is different from performance.
Result is different from performance. Sorry. Thank you for the correction. More okay. Performance more in the last 3 games. Playing body now.
Meeting I say the coach basic step by step. Even though fine, Kotoko, you say supporters on any training do, but we believe in our coaches, our technical staff. Say as time goes on, say the basic even the resource number, but say about the resource number, not the performance near poor, like who's a inclination, but since performance in the air, you say when lag by a side and things get better. like a very easy amount to recover rather than say performance near bad, not like results in the crowd bad. When we better bring, you know, say that make last season he started very well, but it drew 50 years started say a drop, you know. Yeah, by from the bridge. So we just trust the process and work hard so that better things will change around.
And put the ball in the net.
Thank you, Doc.